send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, they got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life.
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem was of what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just gon' change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. This all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passing. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatics. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance boxing finna go. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling lost, still in charge. I don't make a follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they here on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You can focus on them dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I'm trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the dozen. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home with the truth. I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man. Y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man. Y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or a sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He means like, who is this nigga? But like, where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham Mawa'aya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al, when it's joined with something, means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like, if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
Right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had printers on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Off my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire. And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
Right back at you again. Officer Shapat Dayakin. Dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah. Coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York. Home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough skin protect our wrists, teach girls and kids the foulness. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue, loving, no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, chains, and the rings. Precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch the slang, rewind what we rapping slang. Lost in parables, your scripture breakdowns terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha.
All right. Most High in Christ, we are up and running. Salakia, I don't know what happened with my internet. My laptop just decided to, it didn't want me to start class just yet. And I just had to say kind one con, apparently. I don't know what that was. The only thing I do know for sure is the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, but Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh it's like Yahweh Shem Yahweh to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Isla Tam Bashem Yahweh to all the sisters. Y'all let me know if you can hear me to Wab, if the sound is coming through good. Babakal Shah. And we'll get this thing rocking and rolling. I will make sure there's no further issues. Yeah, it looks like my sound is coming through. Let's check the comments.
Let me take this banner down too. Sounds too wild, right? Okay. All right, no sweat. All right, Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK. Started at 1 West 125th Street at Harlem, New York. The commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, Americans, their true identity. I can see I'm frozen. Hold on. Hey, good night. Good night. Here's the devil the Bible speaks of. We'll stand by at one moment. Let me try and get this thing rocking. I do not know why. It seems like it's slightly choppy. All right, I'll give me 1 second. Select here. Let me do. Play this music.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
Okay, let's see how we're looking now. All right, mic check, sound check, video check, all of the checks, every single one. Let me know how I'm sounding and how I'm looking on the stream. I'm looking at my other device. It looks like I'm still freezing a little bit. Let me see. How am I looking on the stream on your side, Kyla?
Am
I moving?
Choppy, like freezing
Choppy.
up every few seconds.
Yeah, good night. To the Ethernet, the whole nine, but it seemed like, we don't know. Okay, how am I looking now? Am I looking any better? I look like my video looks clearer on my other screen. I definitely sound to Rob. Okay, I will this way is still kind of choppy. Is it still choppy on the audience side, or are we to Rob now? Let me know. In the meantime, it seems to Rob. Okay, Most High in Christ. We seem to Rob. All right, Salakia for the technical difficulties. Salakia. Yeah, I can already tell I frozen. Good night. I moved too much and it's just, hold on. I don't know why. It seems like it's just StreamYard. Connection's very slow. Hold on, y'all. I had to get something working. Let's see. Okay. All right, I should be back. Let me try to turn my camera definition down. That's been somewhat working for me recently. Okay, let's see. I see myself moving on my second screen. How am I sounding? How am I looking? It seems as though when too much of something happens, I just freeze up. From what I can see, my video's fluid. It seems to Salakia. Let's start again. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Since 1969, we've been bringing the truth of the Bible to so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and giving the lost sheep of the house of Israel back their true identity according to the Bible. All right. We have classes all throughout the week teaching brotherhood, teaching the Bible, breaking down scriptures on Thursday, history, brotherhood, laws, so on and so forth, Sabbath services, Today's class is the Lashawan Qadash. This is where I teach brothers and sisters how to read, write, and speak biblical Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? The language that we would have spoke before we were colonized and enslaved and taught the language of our oppressors. All right, we're going all the way back to our original language. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible, it says that a speech or a prayer uttered in another tongue have not the same power. So even when we praying, when we, praying to the Lord for something, it has more power when we speak it in its original tongue, in the Lashawan Qadash. All right, so that's what we're getting all the way back to. All right, shalom to everybody that is in the class. As always, Kayala, shalom, Yahweh Shema ala Tabashim Yahushai.
Shalom, Yahweh Shemar ala Tabashim Yahushai.
Most High Christ. We also got Rab Kwa in the comments. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema ala Tabashim Yahushai. Sister put her registry also. Rab Kwa, Bafra Alban, Banya Sha'ala. I was like, I should have been registering in the class. Kayla, start. Can I get you to state your name and registry for me, Babu Shah?
Kayla Bath Yahawada Banya Sharala.
Kayla Bath Yahawada Banya Sha'ala. Most High in Christ. All right, then let me go through the comments. We got a sister in here checking in from Texas. Sister April, shalom sis. Yahweh Shema ala Tabashim Yahushai. We got Trooper Tazapia, Most High in Christ, checking in from the slave in Louisiana. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah. All right, who else we got up in here? We got a sister from the DeLand, Florida. Yahweh Shema ala Tabashim Yahushai. We got Iran in the cut. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah. Got the young man Corey, Yaikwa, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala, checking from Fresno, California. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah. We got Trooper Nasaya Allah. I'm gonna just read through all the names at this point and just salute y'all all together. We got the young man Michael, Most High in Christ. Who else we got? Up here we got already. Who else? I think that's everybody. That's everybody I've seen so far. I don't even know what the hell this A little person is talking about. I can't tell if they on our side or or not. This person is just cussing. It seemed like that's a white man. Let me just go ahead and get you off the, just go ahead and block you. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right. And Ira put his registering here too. Ira Ban Banyamin Banya Sha'ala. And we got a sister here, Siri, if I'm recalling correctly. Siri Bath Banyamin Banya Sha'ala. All right. Most High in Christ. Dua to everybody for tuning in. As always, if there's anybody who's still working on obtaining their Hebrew name, you're doing you. Not you, Siri. Not you. See. So you can't have an iPhone and then introduce Siri. All right, let me see. Anyone is still working on doing their 90 days, make sure you fill in the attendance sign-in sheet. Make sure it's on all the pages. Should be. Oh yeah, here we go. So follow that link. You should be able to find it on the Facebook if you can't access it on the YouTube. Also, anyone who wants to join the UK Lashawan Qadash class, make sure you contact us. Reach out to us by email, Facebook, wherever you have our contact. Let us know your name, your zone, and the name of your camp leader, and we can look to get you in the class. All right, I'll add you to the mailing list to send the link out to. All right, so without further ado, we're down there half an hour in the class. I like you for the technical difficulties, but we're going to get it rocking either way. All right, we're going to start with the Hebrew alphabet. So, Kayla, could you go through the Hebrew alphabet for me, Baba Kushar?
Kan, A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Ta, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right, so let me share my screen and we'll go through it today. Again, by request, we're going through translating different phrases. All right, so it's basically going to be a continuation from every now and again we're going to do this class and just go through phrases and how to say certain everyday phrases, everyday sentences, everyday words in Hebrew. All right, so to go through the Hebrew alphabet, as the sister just read, A, Ba, Ga, Da, ha wa za ka ta ya ka la ma na sa I pa taza kwa ra sha and tha. All right, so that's the Hebrew alphabet. If you don't have the Hebrew alphabet, you can take a screenshot or you can reach out to us. You can get, you know what I'm saying, any resources. Also, generally, if anybody wants, if you see a class that you'd like the resource for or the image of the class that was taught, by all means, reach out and I can send any Hebrew study material. All right, so we can get this nation up and rocking with this Lashawan Qadash. You don't learn just by magic. You don't learn by, you know, it don't just come mysteriously down and all of a sudden you understand the language. It comes with practice and learning and attending these Lashawan Qadash classes. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna carry on from where we was at last week. So the last week, the last sentence we translated was the sentence of follow instructions. All right, follow instructions. The way you would say follow instructions in Hebrew is shamar masaria, which means keep my correction or keep my discipline. You know what I'm saying? Keep to my guidance, my instructions, what I've taught you not to do. All right, then we have, or you could say shamar matazawafia. Shamar matazawafia, which would be more follow my commandments. All right, follow what I command, follow what I'm telling you to do. Specifically, maybe if you're given specific instructions, follow these instructions. Okay, or you could say follow my discipline. Say you got a kid that's acting out of order, and you say, hey, follow my instructions, follow these rules, follow my guidance, follow this correction. All right, keep to it. All right, that's how you say it. That side. If you wanted to say Baba Kusha, if you want to say please, that's how you say Baba Kusha, right? Okay. All right, so we, Kyle, I believe you have some new phrases you want to have translated. Also, if anybody in the chat, if y'all have any phrases or sentences, any suggestions of things you want translated, put it in the chat. All right, put it in the comments and we'll get round to it. All right, but without further ado, Kayala, hit us with the first sentence, Baba Kusha, or first phrase.
I will return before sunset.
I will return, let me all caps it. I will return before sunset. Okay. And do you have an idea of how to say, let's do it part by part. So how would you say I will return?
I'm not sure what the verb is for return, but the verb or the word for return.
Absolutely. All right. So the way you would make this future sentence say I am going to do something, you add at the beginning of the verb. Now let's just have a look at the Hebrew word for return. Depends if my stuff gonna start running slow, I might just say it. But I like to show examples and show the evidence. Right. So if you look at return right here, the verb for return, this is what we're looking for. The most common one is shawab. So shawab means to return. It could be to turn back, to turn around, right? The word here would be shawab, right? So how would you then say, I will return?
Ashawab.
Ashawab, exactly. All right, so shawab. Once my thing catches up. I may not do too much going back and forth because it seems like it's slowing down my my whole connection. So we'll see. We'll rock it out. All right. So ashawab, which means I will return. All right. Now we want to say how to say before, right? Before. Now there's two ways you can say this. The first is Lapanya. Now that's more like in the presence of, or like if I stand before the king, you'd more use Lapanya in that context. But the word we're looking for is more to do with time, right? So if I look up before here, let's see, look, conjunction, Lapanya. Let's see, I believe the one we would use is this here, Taram. Taram means before, not yet, before that time, that sort of thing. All right, we have let's see how many times is it used. Okay, it's used a lot to say pretty much before exactly what we're looking for. Right. So this is the word that we would use. Okay, we would say Taram. Let me even look at some other examples just to see if I can get the context. But I was having a look into I know you had sent me some of the phrases before class. I had a look into like how you would say that, and the most common way to say it would be using that word Taram. Okay, so that's what we're going to use, right? Ashawab, to say before, we're going to use Taram. Okay, and then how do you say sunset in Hebrew?
Bawa Hashemash.
Bawa'a Hashemash. All right, well done. Well done. I believe previously I had done sunset as, I think I had instead of doing Bawa'a, I had changed it to Ba'a, because Ba'a is actually the root of Bawa'a, right? It means to come, to enter, that sort of thing, right? So Bawa'a Hashemash means the entering of the sun, right? It's where the sun is out, and then it enters like into the horizon, right? When the sun goes down, okay? Or the going of the sun as well. It could be, no, I think go is a different word. It's more like to come or to enter. So the coming in of the sun or the entering of the sun is when it's going into the horizon in that context. I think I previously did it as Ba'a Hashemash, but Ba'a would be more like past tense. So since we're more basically saying the entering of the sun, you would actually do Bawa'a Hashemash. So I want to make that correction. If anyone's put like Ba'a Hashemash, you would actually correct that and put Bawa'a Hashemash, because it's going, right? That wa in between the first and second Hebrew letter adds that like ing side, ing to the word. It makes it present tense. Okay, so just to make that correction from previously. Okay, so to say the phrase "I will return before sunset," you would say "Ashawab Taram Bawa'a Hashamash," right, which means I will return. Taram is before, and then Bawa'a Hashamash is the sunset. Okay, the going in of the sun. I will return before the entering of the sun, which is like metaphorically sunset. Right? Is how it's written in the Bible in Hebrew. Okay, all right. So that is that phrase. Okay, have you got that down? You got it written? Okay. Whenever you're ready, if you can give me the next phrase to translate.
Have you finished your work?
Have you finished your work? Okay. Also, let me get this. Ross says, like in Barak Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai. I don't know if it's maybe I missed a previous message. Let me scroll back. I don't know the comments. It might have been a question before that I missed. No, I don't see it. Oh, so like Khan says there is a sign-in sheet. All right, I put it up at the beginning of every class. All right, so make sure you fill the attendance sign-in sheet. All right. Okay. Then what is the talking about the wa? Okay, the wa. No, in the wa in, like if you were to say Barak Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai, that means bless the Most High or bless the Lord and Yahweh Shai. So in that instance, the wa is used as a preposition, basically meaning and. Whereas the wa we was talking about in this phrase, this is adding the letter wa in the middle of a verb, which makes the verb present tense. Okay. All right. Just to clarify. All right. No swear yonder bar. Who is this? I don't know, this Dios Mios, whatever. It seems to be commenting emojis and stuff. All right. No sweat. So the sentence now is, have you finished your work? Okay. Now, let me see. How would you say, have you finished? If I look up the word for finished.
Are we going to use the ha in the beginning?
Exactly. You would use ha at the beginning to make it interrogative, to make it like a question, right? You're asking whether you're asking like a yes or no question. All right. Now to say finished, finish the work. Let me have a look at this example. What does it use for finish? Kala. Okay, so kala, and then wa yakal or wa yakala. Okay. Right, okay. So this word kala, it means to consume, it means to end, to finish, to cause to cease. All right, so this is the word we're looking for. Now, in terms of to say, have you finished? So we need to make it past tense, and we need to make it to say you did something. And then, of course, have the interrogative. Now, with this one, I had a look into this this phrase earlier, and it's kind of a another way you can say it. So I think so. The root word is kala, right, which means to consume, to end, or to finish. What was coming back for me, I was trying to find some references as I'm researching, but I see instances where it's shortened to just the ka and the la, which I believe you'd still pronounce it the same. You still pronounce it as kala, right? But to make it, did you finished or you completed? See these here, kalal, kala'a. What was coming back to me was kala yatha. So kala yatha, which basically translates, or it might be kal yatha. I'm trying to think with these instances here, like kal ya thaya, or kala ya thaya. But this like kala ya, when we add ya to a verb, it makes it causative. So it's essentially like caused to finish, right? Have you caused to cease? Have you caused to end your work, right? So this is the context of what we would use it as, right? So the way we do it, I couldn't find like a second person to say you, right? But I believe the way we do it is basically kalaya and then tha, right? To say you caused to finish, right? Or you caused to end. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, I see these Dios Mios just following along. No sweat, the water. All right, so what's that? What verse was this example? Just so I can go into it. Psalms 39 and verse 11. Now, in this instance, the word is consume. Actually, hold on, let me go back. So I can go back and forth. Let me just find the Third person feminine singular. Perfect. So it's here. The house finished throughout all the parts. Kalath, Kalatha, or Kalatha. What's this? Second person, masculine plural. Kalayatham. Okay. Right, so we're gonna use hold on. I don't know whether it would be pronounced Kalayath or Kalayatha, because I'm thinking the tha part is like to say you did something past tense. You add tha at the end. But in this instance, like where I'm seeing Kalayatham, right, which would be like they are finished or they are consumed, they are ended. I'm not sure how to join this one. So I may need to do a bit more research on that one. The verb here, I know the verb is kala. That's the verb we would use. I'm just not sure how to form it in that way. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave this one for now and we'll move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You have 2 requests in the comments.
Okay, let's get to these requests. All right, so one of them says...
Well, it's from the same person.
Same person. Okay, will you translate forgive me and it's okay to cry? Okay, so forgive me is an easy one. Forgive me is I'm sure if you're in the school, you will have heard it. All right, Kayla, how would you say forgive me?
Salakia.
Salakia. All right, so the word salak means to forgive. To say forgive me, you would say salak ya. Okay, you would add ya at the end. What in the salakia? Forgive me, right? That's what that means. Whenever you hear a brother or sister saying salakia, it means forgive me, or like how you'd say excuse me or sorry. That's all that means, right? Salakia. Okay. Then the other sentence was, it's okay to cry. Okay, now this instance, I'm not fully sure if they would have a, like it's, let me see, how to say like it's okay or like acceptable. Let me try and figure out what would be the word that we would use for something like that. Like it's more saying, like if you're looking at Old English and what's in the Old Testament, you'd probably be saying it's acceptable. I don't know if you'd be saying it's good to cry. That could like using Tawab. Let me have a look. So it's okay to cry. Let me look at the word cry in the Old Testament. Okay. Let me see. If I use the word cry, what do we have? What comes up? As the cry of Sodom. Let me go to here. We're looking at probably cry or like weep or something like that. Let me see. It's a verb, delight, cry, cry out. So that's not the one. Search. I don't know. Let me get the exact match. Am I sharing the right screen? No, I need to be sharing the screen. Searching over here. Okay, so to cry or groan. It's probably not the exact context we're looking at. Cry or cry out. That's more to shout. Answer here. Testify. Cry, crying. Cry is in a roar. Okay. Let me look up the word like to weep. Let me look up that word. Let me look that up. Now, to the sister April, if you could give me a bit more context of when you say it's okay to cry, what are you, in like layman's terms, saying? Because there's a way you could say it's like it's permissible to cry. There's a way you could say it's good to cry. There's a way you could say do not fear to cry, something along those lines. What would you say is more the context you're trying to say it? Also, shalom to priest and officer Ramak from Baltimore. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. This
We
is
have another question.
I've seen it. The sister put here, what is Adawan? Adawan is a word which means like Lord or Master. Okay, that's what Adawan means. Okay, just means master or Lord. You would refer to a man that's ranked above you as Adawan. A sister may refer to a husband as Adawan, like how Sarah called Abraham Lord, right? That's all Adawan means. It's just a way of saying master or Lord. Not referring to like the Most High, as in the Lord, but Lord. Okay. So the sister put the context: when her children cry, to let them know they will be good. I'm assuming you say they will be good, as in like they will be good. I'm trying to think of the. Forgive me, I don't cry very often, so I'm trying to think of the context of like.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
It sounds like in a way to comfort them when they cry. Like it's okay. Okay. Like there's nothing wrong with you crying.
Okay, I understand. Okay, the order. Let me see. Okay, we got. Look at these options. Oh, I just stopped sharing my screen. I didn't mean to do that. Let me reshare my screen. The Zohar said it's not okay for boys to cry. It depends on the context. It depends on how old you want to wean them out of, crying, for sure. But I mean, if it's a child, if you're hurt, it's understandable to cry. That's a natural response. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at a certain age, it depends. At a certain age, you're like, okay, all right, yeah, you'll understand when that time comes. A man knows when that time comes. All right. Okay, this is Sakan as well. Let me reshare my screen so we get back up on it. We need to share. I weep. Okay. All right, so we got a car to weep, to bewail. Okay. So what if we said,
Salakia. What about like mourn?
Mourn?
Like would that like just because crying and mourning kind of go hand in hand?
I mean, mourning is more like you're mourning the loss of something. Whereas crying, you may be crying, but it's not necessarily a loss of something. It's just a I don't know, an emotion. You're hurt. Being hurt isn't really a loss. So in this context, weep, generally to bemoan, to bewail, complain, make lamentation. So this example here is like to mourn. This here would be to mourn. So you could use this word, baka. I'll probably do two examples. I'll see if there's another word generally for just crying in general. So we got baka, which is used very often. Then we have weeping, overflowing, sore, left away. Let's see. Again, I need the exact match. Yeah, that's like a sore cry, like you really, it hit you right here with it, hit you in the thorax with it. I'm saying that's the ugly cry. That's what we call it. Let me see. Weep, sore. This is probably a similar thing. Okay. Weep, a weeping, a dripping, a overflowing. We wept aloud. Days of weeping and mourning. Wept sore. Okay. So I'm thinking we'd either use this Baka. This baka seems in the context of like mourning. Bakaya, which basically, oh no, that's the noun version. So it comes from baka. Okay. Okay. So basically, for that instance, we got baka. Let me search cry again, just to have a search it here. In fact, so I'm just gonna come back with the exact matches. Cry and groan, cry out. Okay. Let me see this instance. Cry, outcry, cry of distress, shriek or outcry. So that's more like you're crying for help or like screaming if someone's being attacked or something. It's probably another context. So for this one, I cry, scream. Yeah, I think Old English verb cry means like to yell loudly. So it's not quite the same context. What I'll do is to not spend too much time on it. We'll use baka as the example. We'll use that one example. It's like it's okay to mourn, it's okay to weep. So that's what we're saying this time. As a matter of fact, if I let me have a look here. Look for the concordance number. It's giving me an example here. Let's see. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. So the word it was given me was la bakwath, which is the plural of baka. Right. So it'd be like weeping. So to weep, and to continue to weep, sort of thing. Okay. So basically, to say to cry or to weep, the phrasing would be la bakwath. Okay, so we can get that part. Let's put not the right thing. Let's put ... Undo. Okay, ... and then la bakwath would be to weep. Okay, then if we're saying it's okay, there's a few ways you could do it. So it's less like it's good to weep, and it's more like don't be ashamed to weep. Like it's permitted. Okay. So let me see. If I look up the word, I'm still sharing on the Salaki, y'all. I be doing stuff on other screens and forgetting to move y'all over, but now I'm back over here anyway. So we're gonna continue on this screen. Okay. Let me see the word for permit. Okay. And then there's like an example of like do not fear, like don't fear to weep. That could be a good one. Okay, so permit we don't have. Right, let's do that. That's what we have is like old Hebrew. You could say it's I'd say do not fear to cry. Okay, so to say do not fear, Kyla, do you know the Hebrew word for fear?
It's the same word as respect, right?
Yes.
Not at this moment.
Okay. All right, no sweat. Let me also look for this word here. Like, do not be ashamed to cry. That's probably a good way of phrasing it in the context we're looking at. Put to shame, be ashamed. Okay. Okay, so this is what bawash. Okay, bawash means to be ashamed. Okay. Let's look at this other version. Kapar. Confounded. Okay, that's more in the context of be confounded, to be put to shame. And then we have Yabash, dry up with it, confounded. That's similar concept. Shame, confounded. Lush, approach. To insult, to shame, humiliate. It's kind of the context we're looking for. It's the context we're looking for. This is more to wound, to taunt or insult, or to be insulted. What was this one again? Bawash. Shamed, put to shame. Disappointed or delayed. Okay, we'll use this one. We'll use Bawash. Okay, so if we're saying don't do something, right, we're saying you shouldn't do something, how would we put it? How would we write it?
We put la'a before the verb.
Before the verb, correct.
Also,
okay.
I found the word for fear. If you still wanted it.
Okay.
Yara'a.
Yara'a. Well done. All right. So you would say la'a, and then to say you fear, right? Or don't fear, I'm talking to you. You would say fa yara'a, right? So you could either do la'a, fa yara'a, which basically means don't fear to cry or don't fear to weep. Or you could say, if we use this bawash word, la'a fa bawash, la labakwath, right? Don't be ashamed to cry. Okay, so those would kind of be the two ways of saying that. All right, I hope that makes sense. Okay. So what's that? That's so funny. Someone put in the comments, crying is so foreign to him. That's funny. I mean, I don't, that's so funny. All right, let's go back. So, right, that's how you'd say those two, like the different ways of saying. Matter of fact, let me change the, let me just reword the English. So this would be how to say basically, do not fear to cry. How do I do? Do not fear / so the la'a is the do not. See, either saying do not fear or be ashamed to cry, or to I really should change this cry word to weep, I guess. Right? If you have a good reason to cry, then cry. There are men in the Bible that have wept, that have been in mourning. So that by all means, anybody can cry, and you shouldn't be ashamed. You shouldn't fear doing so. You shouldn't be insulted if you have a reason to cry. Right? What you shouldn't do as a man, specifically, is stay in that, down state, staying downtrodden and just crying your life away. You had to pick yourself back up. You feel what I'm saying? But not to again discourage anybody from crying. If y'all need to cry, get it out. It's better to cry than to bottle up feelings inside and unalive somebody or some crazy ish like that. It's better to cry than to turn around and beat your wife or your child upside the head. You feel what I'm saying? So just to give y'all that counsel, a very brief counsel in the Lashawan Qadash class. I ain't know what was going there with it, but what else we had? Let me check the comments real quick. Yes, that would be the phrases: do not fear to weep or do not be ashamed to weep. Okay, let me check the comments here. Okay. Let me just take off this. I don't know what the hell this person talking about. Okay. We had another question. Slack at one side note. Been wanting to ask: is the same Blue Letter Bible app as on the phone? I mean, the Blue Letter Bible, you can get it through the browser or through the phone. It is the same type of app. It does function slightly differently on the phone than on like a laptop or something. So I use mainly the laptop if I'm trying to find something. I can find on the laptop quicker. I don't think the phone version has access to, like when you're searching the lexicon. I don't think the phone version has access to it. You kind of have to just go through verses and find examples that way. So it's there's a slightly less functionality on the phone. All right, to the sister at the water, Ayanda Bar. All right. Oh, also, we have a sister in the backstage and bring up on stage. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemana Thaba Shemel Shai. I don't know if the sister kind of hears me. She may be occupied. But you don't have to put your camera on if you don't want to.
Shalom, sir. Shalom, sis. Shalom, everybody.
Yahweh Shemana Thaba Shemel Shai. All right. So, yeah, if you want to turn your camera on, you can. You're not required to. But as we're going through, what we're doing over today's class is we are basically translating sort of your everyday phrases. So if there's anything that you want to learn how to say, any sentences you want to know how to say in Hebrew, by all means, just let us know your suggestions. Okay.
Concert, the water.
No sweat, I am the boy. All right, so what else we got in these comments? Is this ancient Phoenician? This is ancient Hebrew. Phoenician is a form of Hebrew. So this would be like ancient biblical Hebrew. All right, to your question. I think this person's a scoffer, but I'll answer the question regardless. All right. It looks a lot different. Yeah, it's different functionality. What else we got? All right, this person is just, I don't have much patience for scoffers in the Lashawan Qadash class. Yeah. If you disagree with what we teach, there's like a close button. You can hit close. You can change app. You can go on Instagram. Just go scroll. You know what I'm saying? All right. What's the next phrase?
I have if there's a word for like encourage.
Encourage, okay.
Encourage your brother to do well.
Encourage. See, Kayala comes out with the like she hit me with the left hook every now and again. Encourage your brother to do well. Most High in Christ. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it up. All right, to do well.
I have a backlog of.
I understand. Every time after class, she always reminds me that we have about 30,000 phrases and I haven't translated yet. We're gonna be doing this class for about the next 5 years, and I'm okay with that. I've made my peace with it. I'm playing, of course. All right. Encourage your brother to do well. Okay, so let me have a look for the word for encourage. Encourage. For Ira, hold on. I think I missed a question. Hold on. Ira said something about, can you clarify how I wanted to say it? I don't know if I might have missed a word or missed a question. He said something about maybe tawab and the words for crying. Okay, so like that would be like it's good to cry. You could say that. Yeah, you could also basically just say tawab and then labakwa. That would be it's good to cry. Right, I get your point. Okay. All right, cool. So we're looking for the word for encourage. Encourage. Don't know if that's more like I just searched it. Okay, Kazak means to be strong. Be courageous, become strong. And then you could use it as to strengthen, which would be more like the context of to encourage. Okay, so to cause to be strong. So you're using the causative. Okay. Let's see if there's any other word that we could use for encourage. I'll look for it. Kyla, could you read out your phrase for me again, Baba Kasha?
Encourage your brother to do well.
Encourage your brother to do well. Okay. Let's see, excuse me. Right, yeah. So it gives me Kazakh. So the word Kazakh by itself means to strengthen. Okay. So it would be like saying, hold on. To strengthen, prevail, harden, be strong, become strong. So trying to see whether you would need to use the causative or whether you would just use Kazakh. Yeah, have a quick look. So it's either between Kazakh or Kazayak. Let me see. Kazakh or Kazayak. Let's have a look here. Okay. Right. Okay. So to say strengthen, you would just use Kazakh. Okay. All right. So, all right. So you would say, hold on. Be strong. Yeah, Kazakh means to be strong or to strengthen, hold fast. Okay. All right. So for encourage, I'm going to use Kazakh. Let me get my all caps going again. Okay. Kazakh. And then how would you say your brother?
Akka.
Akka, or to make it flow better, you could say Akyaka, right? You just add a ya in the middle, and it basically is like saying brother of, right? So,
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Should we be on the other page?
Yes, we should. The water. All right. So, take the hand down. Should come down eventually. There you go. All right. So Kazakh. Then we're gonna say Akyawa. All right. It's like Akyaka. Akyaka, which would be your brother. Okay. Then if we're saying to do well, you would say, see, if we're saying to do, we would use the word Aisha, right? So you'd say like La Aisha. Let me see if there's there's like, I've heard that phrase is to do well. See if we have an example here.
Do we need to make it future tense? Or you can just use Aisha as it is?
It's a good question. Let me see. I'll see if we have this sentence in this kind of context, right? Like here, again, I've thought in these days to do well. Let me look at this one. Learn to do well. So that's kind of like future tense. That's kind of the context of what we're looking at. So how does this do it? Lamad ha yatab. Okay. So let me see. Can I just do let me do an example. So if I was to do Kazakh, and I'm just typing it out over here if anyone's interested in what I'm doing. Kazakh Ak Ya Ka. What was the to do well? Hayatab. Okay. Let's see. Let me see, run this through like a translate. See if it saying what I'm saying based on this verse. Okay. So yatab is the root to be good, to do well, to prosper. Let's see. Okay, that means that, okay, if I was to do this, it means more strengthen your brother to be well. Okay. Right, so let's use Aisha. All right, so we're gonna do Kazak, Akyaka, and then we have to do would be La Aisha, and I don't think we have to make it, we have to really change the tense. And I should be sharing my screen. Let me actually just change this here. What if I do La Aisha, and what am I saying? Tawab. See what this comes out as. See. So do evil, do good. Depart from evil, do good, seek peace. Let me look at some other examples. This uses this ha yatayab. I suppose in the context of I might have looked this one up because it's unclear. Hold on. To those that be good, where it says like do good here, it uses this yatayab. So in my head, this here, obviously coming from Tawab. I think this is how we'd do it, but it's getting tripped up with the word do. Go ahead.
I have like a past tense version. I don't know if it's like, if they'd be like almost the same. I have a phrase, you have done well, and it was Aisha Yitha Tawab. So I don't know if like it's done, do.
Aisha Yatha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that would be thou has done, like past tense. Kind of like actually that gives me Aisha Yatha. And there's no ha at the end of that Aisha, is there? Just the first two letters. So like it's spelled ISHAYATHA. Okay. That gives me context for this one as well. How I wasn't sure where it was either Bakyeth or not Bakyeth. Ka is the word for finish or complete is kala. So kala ya fa would be you were finished. So almost makes me backtrack on this one. That kind of makes sense to me now. So let's do ha. And this is the phrase for have you finished your work. So ha, kala, Yatha. Okay. The ha. Oh, what did I just do?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Should we be on the other screen?
We should, absolutely. Salakia, the water. All right. The ha is basically asking the question. So it turns what we're saying into a question, kind of like a yes or no. Right. So what we said here with kala yatha is you finished, or you completed, or you caused to end. Okay. And then this ha would make it have you caused to finish, have you finished, have you caused to end, and then just say your work. To say your work, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can use two main ways to say work. One is ibadah, and the other is mala'akah. In this instances, because the work belongs to somebody, it's your work, you would say either ibadath ka or mala'akath ka, right? Either of those is fine. Mala'akath is typically like your occupation or like general tasks. So that would probably be more the one you're using. Whereas ibadath would be like labor, service as well. Like ibadah comes from ibad, which means a servant or to serve. So it'd be like your service. Like say if you're doing the work of the Lord or something like that, it's not really your occupation, but it is. It can be occupation, but it is your service. It's the work that you do in servitude to somebody. Okay, so let me do these phrases here. If you're looking like say if you're in the context of a kid completing their homework and you're saying, have you finished your work? You would use mala'akath, mala'akathka. Right, so let me do mala'akathka. And this ka at the end is your work, right? So ha kalayatha would be have you completed, mala'akathka, your work. Or you could say, unbolded, ibadath. And then this would be your service, your labor, that sort of thing. Okay. Then back over here, brother to do well. The example you gave was you have done well.
Mm-hmm.
In this instance, I suppose the word do, so that one was done past tense. The word do here is either present tense or future. So that's where I'm getting a little tripped up with Aisha. I want to look into that one. I want to look into that one a bit more. And see if I can find some examples, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. So let me. I've got part of this one. Strengthen it. Matter of fact, let's just shorten the whole thing and just do strengthen your brother. There we go. We done it. Now I'm gonna look into that one as in specifically to say to do well in that context. I'm gonna definitely look into that one and find it. Okay, we are about 8:26. We got roughly half an hour left of class. Do you have? I'll take one more suggestion for the sentences, the phrases.
Let us prepare for the journey.
Let us prepare for the journey. Okay. Okay. So basically, let's prepare for the journey. Okay, the main word we need here is
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Someone in the comments has one, a shorter one, if that's better.
Let me see. I got one. I'll never give up. Okay, so that's the phrase. I'll never give up. Let me see. Let me have a look to see if we have like the phrase for give up specifically, because that's more of a let me see. Let me see. Why did I not give up the ghost? To give up thine enemies. That's more in the context of like, sorry. Sword. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Well, hold on. And that which thou deliverest. Hold on. What's the? Let me read the verse. Thou shalt not deliver, and that which thou deliverest will I give up to the sword. Okay, so yeah, that's not the real context. I'm gonna stick to the one you gave. I feel like that's the only word I don't know off the top of my head from that phrase is prepare. So let's do that one. Let's prepare for the journey. Let me just find prepare here. Also, for this question, slacking around, if I wanted a female name meaning to strengthen, would it be Kazakwa? Khan. It would just be, instead of that A at the end, it would be AH. Because what you're actually doing is you're adding the letter Ha, and that joins with the Kwa. So Kazakwa would be to strengthen, right? Or strong, but in the feminine sense. Absolutely.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
The word for prepare, would it be the same as like ready? Because I think someone asked you for that word not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. I can certainly, let me check. What do you have? Or do you have it written down?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
But I remember someone in the comments asking it.
Let's see if I got ready. Are you ready? I think this is probably it. I don't think I had it then, and I don't have it now. I must have said I'll look into it. Well, in that instance, I probably came across something, but I might not have been sure. Oh, just to show you. Are you ready was the phrase. But I don't think I found a specific word for ready. Let me try and let's take so much time with it. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this phrase down. Since this will be, once we have that, we'll have the other. I'm trying to select the specific here. All right, let me just move this down and we'll cover this phrase and the next phrase next week's class. What I'll do is I'll make sure I have those two phrases ready before class. So I'm not having to like find the word or anything like that. I'll have those two. Did this just not move? I'll just type it again. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna have these two phrases. Let me take Ira's suggestion as well. What was the I'll never give up? I'll take that suggestion as well, and I'll look into how to say it for next week's class. I think at this point, we've got about half an hour to go. We'll start going through the vocabulary. All right, what was the I'll never give up? All right, definitely some good suggestions. All right, so I'll have those ready for next week's class and make sure everybody tunes in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get the answer. All right, and then what I'm gonna start doing now, let me just prep for the second half of the class. So we are going to be going through the verses and getting down vocabulary. So if anybody has a separate notebook for vocabulary, or do on the back of your notebook, something like that. We're going through from November, Deuteronomy. I don't know where November came from. Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 13. All right, so let me get there. I'm gonna split my screen. Let me just close. And okay. Deuteronomy 12 verse. Let's just say Deuteronomy 12. Let me stop sharing and I'm gonna reshare my screen. Also, Naomi, if you have any questions as you listening, by all means, just let us know your questions. Okay. Share my screen. Okay. No, not this. This one. Okay, can y'all see my okay, the water. What am I missing? Oh, let's put my phone in for this. Okay, Deuteronomy 12 and verse 13. Selenia. Okay, 12. Every time I go to the chapter. Okay, here we go. 13. Okay, so Hashamar. All right, this is damn near like what we had went through earlier, where it's like take heed or follow my instruction. That shamar word means to keep, to it could be to watch as well, it could be to guard. It can also mean to take heed. Okay, so let me do for this phrase here. We've got ha as a preposition, which means what, Kyla? The. Okay, so ha as a preposition means the, and then we have shamar. Shamar here is a verb. I'm gonna ask Naanya, do you know what shamar means?
So, like you, sir, I don't know if you can hear me. My mic went out on my phone. Something's wrong with it, but I think it means security or guard or something like that. Salaki.
Exactly. No sweat. I can hear you now. Yeah, shamar would be like to keep. It could be to guard, right? If you're using it as a noun, it would be like somebody who is a guard, somebody who keeps watch, right? As a verb, we're looking at to keep, to observe, to guard, that sort of thing. All right, absolutely. So what I'm gonna put is to watch, guard, or keep. Okay, like to protect something or to keep it in the context of following it, right? Take heed. Okay. Right. Then we have, go back to the verse, we have laka. All right, laka. So we have la as a preposition. Preposition just means it goes before the word. La as a preposition. Let me give this to anybody who knows what la as a preposition means. Can you also see my screen?
On.
It stopped sharing.
Oh.
Can't see it on this. Hold on. Okay, I can see it here. Oh, I think the system had dropped out. Let me add it to the. It's like kind of like you said. You can see my screen, or
I can.
You can. Okay, it must be my phone's tripping. All right, the water. Okay, so la as a preposition. Who can tell me what that means?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
2 or 4.
2 or 4. All right, well done to Yaman Corey as well. All right, the water. See you. All right, then we got okay, we got pan. Find this here. Pan is a conjunction, probably removal, lest peradventure. Okay, okay. Otherwise, might, or okay. All right, so pan, this type of word is a conjunction. It means or otherwise. Right? By extension, it can mean like lest. Take the comment. I don't know if the system might have joined again. Let me check the. Okay, sister said her audio went. We'll have to leave and come back. Stream isn't functioning on the phone. We'll continue watching on YouTube. All right, no sweat, sis. The water for tuning in anyway. All right, the water. All right, just gonna carry on watching on YouTube. All right, so we got pan, which is a conjunction, which means or like otherwise, lest, peradventure, that sort of thing. Right, I think it's the simplest form. If you were to translate it to today's speak, this or that.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is that a more common or better word to use than the word aw? AHW?
That's a good question. Let me see. We got pan. Let me search the. Let me search the word. We go back to the. Because I know you can use like the and the wa connected, pronounce as aw. To say that. Let me see. Let's see. Right. Okay. So this or to the left. Let me get this example. There's the right here. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't coming up when I searched or, but okay. So all, right? That's the word you were referring to. Scroll down. Right. This means or rather. Okay, implying that the latter choice is preferred. Okay. This is or 236 times. So that would be okay, this is more like you're saying this or this. Whereas pan seems to be more like do this or this will happen. You feel what I'm saying? Do this lest this happen. Okay, so it's more in the context of that. Yeah, this conjunction, let me just read a little bit more upon it. Or desire. It's the right hand or the left, bad or good. At least 10 daughters or unto the children, silver or gold. Have ye a father or a brother? Right, so that's more, that's more in the context of like this or that. Let me put that in there too, since we're here. What type of word is this? Also a conjunction. All right, so it's pronounced or conjunction. That is like or in the context of could be comparing or in series. If perchance. I think you can also use it in the same context as pan, but it's more, R is used more as like just this or that. Presumed to be the constructive general form of desire. So, okay, right. Or in the context of, trying to see, series. I'm gonna just put pairing or listing. Like, do you have this, or this? Do you have that or that? That sort of thing. All right. Cool. Then we go back. Also, shalom to Akalawan. Yahaba Shmiel Shabakata. Brother Akalawan KC4. Most High Christ. Shout out to you, brother. All right. Yahaba Shmiel Shabakata. Okay. Okay. Also got another question. To I forget the name. That's her is It's like, so can we join the class right now, or do we have to wait for you to start over with a new group? I typically don't add new like students during the class because it's I have to like if you get in touch with us, you gotta let me know your name, your zone, the name of your camp leader. I do checks to make sure it's Tawab to have you on the class, because not just anybody and anybody can join classes as well, especially across zones. So I'll have to clear it with your camp leader first before sending you out the link. So I wouldn't have somebody just join join right this moment. But if you want to join these classes generally, by all means, reach out to me, reach out to ISUPK UK, let us know your name, your zone, your name, your camp leader, and I can look to add you to the mailing list. We'll be doing these like translation classes probably for the next couple classes. So if you want to be in these classes like Kayla is in, definitely reach out. All right. What was the go back here? Oh, go back to Bible. I'm going back on the ruler. All right, so Tha'ila. Okay. So we have Tha. Tha here means like thou shall do something, right? Then we have Ila. Ila as a verb. So there's two Ilas. There's Ila as a noun. Or is it a noun? More of a it means like up or above or over. Would that be like a adverb maybe? I'm not sure. Let's just do the verb version. So as a verb, Kyla, do you know what Ila means as a verb? Oh, this is the same.
I didn't.
right. So like my curiosity got the better of me. I did just go ahead and click into it. I do apologize. So like, yeah, so it's basically on the screen. It means to go up, to ascend, or to offer up, like to send something up, to send the offering to the Lord. Okay. So like for that, my apologies. My curiosity got the better of me. I wanted to see. So all right, so to go up, ascend, could be to bring up or to offer up to the Lord. It's used a lot for like to offer a burnt sacrifice. Okay, even like right here, ilathika. So ila would be to offer. It's like to offer your offerings or to give up or bring up what you bring up. Right. I always make that kind of context or what's the word? The joke is how like Jamaicans talk, like carry, you have to carry it. That's kind of how Hebrew works a lot of times, right? For ilathika, offer your offerings, right? It kind of works in that type of thing, right? So if we go here, this is the noun version, right? So this would be Allah as a noun, and this would be an offering or something that is brought up or given up. Right? Offering or then a sacrifice. I did the same thing twice. Huh? Also to I didn't know the camp leaders were they sit in the classes. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching online is another thing. Like anybody can just watch online. I'm not saying you have to get permission from camp leaders to watch the online classes. I'm just saying if you wanted to join the class and be in the class as a student, I would just check with your camp leader. That's all. So y'all don't need to all check with your camp leader if you can watch the class. By all means, you can watch anybody's classes. You know what I'm saying? If that clears that up. Okay. I think my phone's overheating because I can't. The function's gone. Yeah. Let me just take the comment down. Okay, it's down already. All right, let's go back. Okay, so Allah is your offering or your burnt sacrifice. We have ba as a preposition. What does that mean?
In, on, or with.
In, on, or with. Okay, I think it also can be. I have a typical list that I do for bar because it has a lot of variety in its meaning. It can be at, in, on, at, with, against. What's the list that I usually do? Kyla, I'm sure you have it somewhere.
I think that was all of them. In, on, at, with.
Against.
I don't remember against, but probably.
Okay. I think it's like against, like you
Against is like on something,
yeah,
against something.
exactly. Or like if you went to war against an army or against this person, you could use bar. In, on, with, at. Let me do in, on, at, with, and against. Just throw all of them in there. All right. Then we got cow. Cow is a noun. What does cow mean?
All, any, and every.
Exactly. All, any, and every. Right. It's everything of the category that's about to follow. Okay. Then we have makwam. Check this word, whether it be makwam or just makwam. And kwam, which means to rise.
I think we left the wa out the other times we saw it.
Yeah, I believe so. Right, it would just be makwam. See, here that this makwam. Let me also just have a quick look in the BLB. Let's put the H number because this gives better examples. Yeah, you can see here this makwam version. Yeah, exactly. What was I? So makwam is a noun for place. It could be like just a place you're standing. It's used very generically, right? It could also be a condition, like you're in a bad place right now, in a bad state of mind. It can be used figuratively. But in the simplest form, it means place, right? Place, location, site, the simplest form means place. Okay. Comes from kwam, meaning to rise, so it's like a place somewhere, something someone rose out of, right? Which would be a place. You can rise out of a bad place mentally. You can grow up in this place, that place. So that's its like its origin. All right, then we have a shar. What did we say a shar was? Was that conjunction?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so too. It's like a bunch of different words. Particle relation, adverb. Let's just use conjunction. Okay, a shar in its form means what?
Which.
Which. All right, well done. Conjunction. And it means which. It can change, like in the English translation based on the context, but in the simplest form, it means which. If you swap which out, you know, as you say the word, like here, in every place which Fara'ah, which you see. It translates it here as that, but you can easily replace that as which. Okay. Then you have Fara'ah. The root here is Ra'ah. What does Ra'ah mean?
To look or see.
To look or see. Right. Look. I think in the simplest form, it means, I think see is more common. Yeah, like see, behold will be in there. Could also be see, saw, looking, appeared. Right, I'm gonna put see first. That's the most common. Tripping C. And yeah, look 71 times. So yeah, see or look in its simplest form. Like in my name Ra'al means behold the sun. Behold is in to see or to look. Okay. Right. Let's see where we at. How long is this next verse? Next verse is pretty long. We at 8:53. It's like this class was a little bit short because of the technical issues in the earlier class, but I think we about to. I'll probably get a few more. We get a few more quick ones. Let's get kaya. What type of word? It's a conjunction. Let me just kind of speed run some of them, which means for or because. We have am is also a conjunction. It means like if or whether. If you're asking if something is the case. Ba makwam, so we already have that. Ashar, we already have ya bakar. Okay, so the root here is just bakar, which means to choose or select. Bakar, verb, means to choose. It could be a point. Be in its simplest form, means to choose. So let's leave it like that. Then we got Yahweh. Yahweh. This is a proper noun. Means the name of a specific place, person, or thing. Of course, this is the name of the Lord. The Lord / the Most High. Okay, then we got Ba Akkad. So Ba is in. Akkad is what?
One or first?
One. Right, so this is the type of word just number? Adjective, I suppose. Okay. I'm gonna put adjective and number. And it means one. Adjective is like I have one cup, I have one this, one that. So you're describing the thing. All right. One, it could also be united, okay? Like we are one. Yeah. Could also be as an ordinal first, but you typically say ra'ash one to say first. So that's probably rarely used for that. Okay, then we have Shabbat Yakar. All right, so the root here we have is Shabbat. Shabbat is a noun, which means what?
Tribe.
Tribe or staff. Okay. Here's why I always pronounce whenever we're doing the salute, I say Amadim Shabbath. Amadim Shabbath actually means like stand at rest. Shabbat means tribe, rod, staff, or scepter. So I think it was like a Benjamin thing long ago and it just stuck. Everybody say Amadim Shabbat. But if you want to say it correctly, it would be Amadim Shabbath, which means stand at rest. Okay. Shabbat Yikar. We have, let me just do ka as a suffix. So going at the end of a word means either you or your. We have sham. This instance as a adjective. Go into this word real quick. Because you got sham as a noun, which means name. You got sham here as an adjective, meaning there or thither. So you would understand based on the context. We also just put, since we hear sham as a noun. Okay, so this sham here is actually from a shar. So it's like a short. Instead of saying a shar, you say sham. Okay. Then we have this sham as a noun, which is name. Like Bahasham Yahawashai, in the name of Yahawashai. Fa'ala, we already have that. Alastika Washam. for Aisha, Kal, Ashar, Anakia. All right, let's get this one. Anakia. Spell that right? Yep. And Anakia is a, what's this? A subject pronoun. It's basically a way of saying I or I am. So it's basically the same in function as Anya, right? It's just another way of saying that. Okay, then we got Matazawa, Matazawaka. All right, so Matazawa as a verb. Matazawa. What does that mean?
Commandment or to command?
To command.
To command.
To command. So Matazawa as a noun or Matazawath as a noun would be commandment. If we're using it as a verb, as a matter of fact, let me find.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
What about the version that doesn't have the ma in the front?
Matter of fact, Tazawa, you're right. So Tazawa here is the actual verb. I think Matazawa means from a command, and that word means commandment. So that's actually the noun. So I wonder why let me see. The use here, Matazawa, that I commanded you. Okay. So Tazawa is to command. Then you have Matazawa, which is actually the noun. Which means a commandment. Okay. All right. Let's leave that up on the screen for a sec. Well, you damn near have a sec to get out of here. All right, so slack here. Close out with that. If anyone needs anything on the screen, take a screenshot real quick. Or just refer back to the video. And to make sure I close out on time so Captain Karate and Dumgabal can make sure they do their show. With that, I'm gonna quickly close out with the brothers and sisters with the salute. Yemena Israel, I Madiam Shabbath, I Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Barakatam, Yad Yamata, Sister Stand. So we have the sisters, Yemena Israel, I Madiam Shabbath, I Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatan Bahashem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Alatan Bahashem Yahushai.
No sign Christ. Yad Yamata, class dismissed. All right, the water, everybody for tuning in. The water to Kayala, the water to Naimia, who came in as well. The water to everybody watching online, Rabqua, April, Sari, all the brothers, all the sisters, Young Mike Corey, Michael, Ira, of course. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in next week. We'll go over some more phrases, get those, was it 2 or 3 we missed? Something like that. We'll get those down and get this thing rocking. All right, with that, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Shai, Rakatham. See, now I'm gonna struggle to find the thing again. There we go.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.